Welcome back to Pickleball U, the #1 collegiate pickleball podcast. 31 episodes in, and we're still the only one. Welcome back, David. How are you?
I'm still in like Shamboli land here with technology, man. Like I'm traveling so much running this conglomerate and this mishmash of just craziness that we have that I'm trying to figure out how to travel and have like a decent setup where I'm not, driving recklessly through traffic while we're trying to shoot a podcast. And I don't know, like technology not my strong suit right now. And like the clip we shared before, we got producer Chris. Here you go, Timber. You ready for the moment of the day yesterday? We're in a interview. We're looking at some new opportunities, and Chris is on the call, and the guy's like, "Holy crap, this dude needs like a new setup or something because it's terrible." It's literally the guy that's in charge of our tech has the worst setup out of all of us.
Yeah, he's like, "Can you guys spend some money on buying him a new phone?"
Yeah, so I'm in like, I don't know. I gotta figure this out. I'm pumped about today's episode, but like I think we're #1 right now because we're also the only ones crazy enough to have a college pickleball podcast over the summer, which I love.
I love it. Yeah, a lot of people were saying it was about dodging Timber and that you didn't actually have any issues. That you just keep dodging him, bro.
Dodging him
I agree with that.
Dodging him on the pod, dodging him skinny singles, dodging him all around.
How was I dodging him on the pod? Like for what? These people are who said that? Who said that?
Bobby Joe.
You know who it is? It's probably people from Alabama. Probably people from Alabama. Like, I'm sorry that you got a 2.7 on your 4th grade math test that you guys have in Alabama. Sorry.
What, bro? Yo, they showed a lot of love, bro. Put some respect on.
Yeah.
Actually, they follow me on Instagram, so I love Alabama now.
Well, and
you're about to get
future Hoosier Kiki plays for Alabama right now. So,
awesome.
What a great interview. Hey, wait. So yeah, the interview, L was really cool, man. What a great.
Yeah, awesome.
Back-to-back studs on the pod. Yeah, not us, them.
Yeah, no, we're terrible. No, I don't think we've had a bad guest, to be honest.
No.
Hopefully the streak continues.
Tito.
Derek, but,
Tito?
other than Derek.
Derek, Tito.
We know you're listening. Oh, by the way, Jacob, I know you listen to these podcasts. If you're on vacation, I don't care. You take my call whether you're on vacation or not. All right?
Oh, my gosh.
Timber, I'm not going to lie to you. I think it's personal. He reached out to me after the episode.
He actually answered my call 20 minutes ago.
He was like, if you ever have any format ideas, let me know.
Oh my gosh.
We were talking about formats. So yeah, Timber, I don't know what you said to him, but
he's just ducking me now.
Did you see that now Major League Pickleball is also following college pickleball stuff and doing their own 1-point tournament?
Really? That's cool.
They did. You think they were copying APP or what?
I think they were influenced by college pickleball. Yes, APP did when you came out and said that it was magnificent. Everybody had so much fun. I'm sure. Like, look, Ava played, right? Like they were all there doing it, talking about how much fun. College pickleball is now starting to influence the pro game more. And look, you want to talk about now, right? Because of what we do, the college influence of the pro game. I'm in Lakeland, Florida. I'm getting ready for my minor league pickleball debut on Saturday where Martin is trying to kill me. And then because there's so many games, but it's also stop one of the all Florida Pro League. And we've got like 4 college kids that came out of college and are now playing in the pro league, got drafted, are going to be doing some really cool stuff in that, and they were drafted.
Who are they?
Because of their college experience and how well they did in college.
Well, it makes sense. You play a lot of team events, but I'm curious who they are.
I don't know.
Tabs right. We got
Miles Call, UNF.
Miles Call, UNF. Sophia Manzanares, USF.
Christian Franklin's playing stop #1.
Frankie's up in that. He didn't get drafted though.
Yeah, but like still, he's right there, right?
You got Jake Bauer, national champ.
Bauer?
ATP
Come
national
on,
champ.
man.
Well, so
There you
here's
go.
my question from some of those underclassmen.
So I actually did know, I guess.
Did they did they sign with All Florida Pickleball, and does that make them pro players and they can't play now in college?
We don't do that.
No, sir.
Like it would be the other way around. Like it should, being in the All Florida Pro League, the colleges might go, man, like, oh, we don't know if we want them in the league.
I'm just pointing out it's called the All Florida Pro League.
Yes.
So I'm
that's
just
totally
pointing that
valid. If you want to snitch,
Timber, if you're gonna get our players cooked, thanks, bud.
Timber,
Love you too.
If you need it that bad, all power.
No, I was just curious if this was going to be a thing. I mean, don't forget, Mary Kate from Kentucky is kind of scary, and she was ready to go at NCPA. So
I mean, maybe like if they are playing the All Florida Pro League, like in that case, they would have to say like if they've ever won money, they're technically a pro. I mean,
like, you don't technically make them sign anything, do you?
No, they have to sign waivers of
but not
that's exclusive. Yeah,
there you go. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah,
we got some former D1 like college tennis players that are playing. There's gonna be some studs, man. Yeah,
we do have some college tennis players. That's a good segue into something we wanted to talk about.
You like how I did that?
I know. We have
like you did it on purpose.
I believe him that he did. We got some big headlines. We got colleges.
The run a show.
Colleges are continuing to cut tennis programs and fund these bigger sports. You got basketball, football, NIL money, but basically you could look at it as points for us for being anti NCAA. Because if they're cutting tennis, what in the hell do you think they do to pickleball?
Yeah, they're not adding. Nobody's cutting tennis and adding pickleball.
Well, so like, you look at this and you look at these clickbaiters trying to go after the college pickleball national championship, talk about college pickleball and NCAA, and literally like the next month after these guys get through their views, they're talking about cutting tennis. And anybody who knows me knows that 10 years ago I was one of those people that was like, pickleball's amazing, everything's great, it's going to take over. And if you talked to me, we talked about pickleball. Like I was one of those guys. But I had a realization that, look, like tennis is awesome too. People love it. It doesn't have to be this or that. You go through those arcs. But in all fairness here, pickleball has been the fastest growing sport in America for 7, 8 years, 9 years, 10 years in a row, and still not as big as tennis, right? So there's still not as many players. Fair. If they are cutting tennis programs because it is not a viable option and they are moving them into club sports, there's about zero reality where pickleball takes its spot. It's just not a thing. And so this is another point for that.
There's two ways that tennis is getting cut. One is some schools, like I think Radford did this. Radford cut men's tennis, and that's how we got that good player because of Title IX. So you get rid of men's tennis and you lose, 15 guys or whatever out of your count on men, but they kept the women's tennis because they need the Title IX. They need women for Title IX. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty common. But what surprised me is there's been a couple schools, Arkansas being one.
Yeah.
And there's a smaller school in Illinois, still Division I, like SIUE or something, that is also cutting both. And so Illinois State. Yeah, that has surprised me that they also cut the women's. And I think what I've heard with the women's is the question is, at fairly decent sized schools, and I'd love to talk more about Jared Smith about this. He was a tennis coach. Very few at these top, at the better programs, like a Big Ten program or an ACC program, there aren't a lot of United States women playing on the women's teams. It's mostly foreign players.
So most colleges, right, also get government funding, and they get, nonprofit funding and boosters and things like that. So they have to spend it in certain ways, but also, you're looking at it going, all right, is it a viable business solution, or is it the juice worth the squeeze to lose the money to gain some other or entity or things like that? Where I see the opportunity is, look, we have a great growing club sport in pickleball, and colleges now are investing into the amenity. So it's almost like hotels and why they have restaurants. Well, it's just a restaurant as an amenity to drive hotel rooms where, hey, look, if you come, you live on campus, you pay us your rent, you pay us all these things. One of the amenities that you're going to get is a really nice pickleball facility where we do activations and the club runs this, and it becomes a selling point to attract students in to spend their tuition money and their housing money, which is what most of the colleges are doing. And then, yeah, you can offer it as add-ons for sponsors and boosters and do fun activities around it through the club space, where if you have to invest in it as an NCAA entity, it is a cash suck. So I think, like, if we can help in ways to make better clubs and help the students operate better clubs, it becomes an asset to the college versus just, now it's going to be dead space because you're going to have 15 really good tennis players playing rec ball, and that's really what it turns into. And what a crappy experience for those players. Like, I can't imagine. We just lost Spirit Airlines, so a bunch of people lost their jobs, right? But like, imagine you're going into your senior year and now you don't have that. You just lost that experience. I mean, that's a terrible thing. And so, if pickleball can help in any way, that's the way to do it.
Well, there's something interesting happening. I'm working with a couple schools in Georgia. Donald, the pro, you guys probably know Donnie Young.
Donald Young, yep.
Donald Young in Atlanta, yeah. So I'm working with him on some things. This has happened to a couple of historically black colleges, HBCUs. Morehouse and Spelman. Morehouse is a guy's school, and their sister school is Spelman. So it's kind of one school. They're right there together. And then separately, Clark, which is a co-ed school, they all kind of live together pretty close to each other in Atlanta. They've all cut their according to Donald, they've all cut their tennis programs.
Yep.
They're letting the students that are already there keep their scholarships. Amazing. And all of these students next year are getting, Donald is already recruited them to play college pickleball next year. So next year, yeah, you might have this HBCU that has never been in an event. I mean, Donald's got the summer to beat the tennis out of them, to teach them how to play pickleball.
Dude, that's going to be cool to watch.
He's got to learn,
I know.
Too. But like,
you guys see him throw the water bottle?
I did. I had a meeting with him yesterday, and I chose not to bring it up.
I would have. Shout out Chevette and Gloria, who are up in Atlanta. We have a great relationship. We're going to do some cool stuff. They were telling me, and I hooked you up with them, you are passionate about this project, and they are too. And there's some really cool stuff happening in the Atlanta area. They just hosted the national champ. So, like, the college scene is pretty robust. What's the one up there? Oh, Kennesaw State, right? They got a nice little program, Parth, over there that can help them out, kind of grow their club and show them some ropes.
He's leaving, but yeah.
Yeah, but he could still, they can help out, man.
He got him kickstarted for sure.
I'm excited to see what you do up there, Timber. Like, I don't live that far away, so meet you up there to help you out. But I'm pumped to see what you're going to do with that program and help them out and what Donald can do. I've played in that facility, Butch and them up there, Siobhan, all of them are up there. They're going to have a blast with stuff like this.
Well, part of my interest started, there was a guy that came up to me, kind of a promoter I think we were in Dallas at that event. And he said, I'm looking around and there's 500 or 600 kids here. And it's a very diverse community, a lot of Hispanics, a lot of Asians, a lot of pasty white kids, but there weren't any African-Americans. There were like 2. And he's like, why is this? And, we talked about it. We talked about it for hours. We went to dinner and we kind of talked about how right now, and this is changing, but right now the better pickleball players often at that age often come out of tennis. And tennis in the United States is a high barrier to entry sport. Mm-hmm. And so it's not been particularly attractive to the African American community, but Pickleball is a low barrier to entry sport, and so I've been excited for a couple of years to figure out how we could do this. And one of the pushbacks was, one of the pushbacks of these schools, we don't want to be the black school that it also isn't very good because we're new to the game. So I feel like this is going to kickstart that, because you've got tennis athletes that are going to come in and just dominate. And hopefully
it's going to be it. If you have, I used to do it in baseball. I coached baseball in the inner city, and like all you need is athletes. Like if you're a good athlete, you could come into this thing and do something good. I did it in baseball and recruited the hell. People got scholarships and everything. It was a lot of fun. I just, for me, right, it fits the bill of pickleball is inclusive. And the fact that we don't have that sector of college athlete playing college pickleball, and, we have you, Timber, leading, the charge, and you're going to wrangle it up, and we can support that. I think that's going to be an amazing, amazing asset to the sport. And, we'll see how they do along the year, and that's what college sports is about.
All righty, we got our guest. Shall I bring him in, boys?
Martin cares about getting through the show, making sure the guest is here.
Hey, the guest is in the green room. The guest is in the green room enjoying refreshments that we provide.
We provide refreshments?
His screen just went black. Quincy, come back.
Wait, who is it? I don't even know who it is.
Quincy is
here we go. We got. Yep. Well, I'll announce him. Get ready. David has no idea who we're bringing in. We got the new president of Purdue University, Quincy Johnson, with us. How you doing, Quincy?
Can I tell you how much I love the fact that his dorm room looks like a Purdue dorm room? Look at that, Quincy. Quincy's got one banner. Did you put that up just to be on the show? He can't hear me. Martin, what is happening here?
No, that's on him. That's on him. That's not on us. Quincy, can you hear me?
Currently can't. That's good.
Can we test that? Look at this kid. Look at this kid, right? Like,
check your
is this
audio.
what we're to expect from Purdue University this year in the college?
It is an engineering school. You think they could engineer up some listening?
This kid's going to tell us he's studying something in audio. I can't wait. I can't wait.
What's awesome is the uncanny resemblance of David's and Quincy's background. You absolutely look like you're in the same dorm.
Dude, I'm in like some. Can I tell you? I'm in like some dude's office right now. I have no idea who. I just like walked into Lone Palm Country Club and like snagged an office.
Oh, you can hear us?
We can't hear you, Quincy.
Oh, jeez.
I'll get that figured out here.
There you go. We got you. We got you.
You got me?
So
yeah. We're leaving that all in.
Isn't Purdue like a big technology school or something? Shouldn't you be able to do this?
Well, funny story, because I'm a mechanical engineer student, and I just took a circuits class this morning, which is supposed to all be about electricity, and I still can't figure this out. So
what are you studying?
So I'm studying mechanical engineering.
Bro, that's the same thing as our ATP.
Yeah,
our tech person can't figure it out either.
Dude, they ain't teaching nothing, bro.
Quincy, what do you want to do with the mechanical engineering degree?
Paint.
Well, I mean, for me, space has always been something that just kind of fascinates me. So I want to work on putting things in space, rockets, satellites, space stations, pickleball in space. That could be a new thing. We're going to work on that.
There we go.
We've actually done events for NASA, Quincy.
Oh, I thought you were about to say we've done stuff in space.
NASA loves pickleball.
I thought you were going to say we're sending Timber to the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. That'd be awesome. We have worked with NASA, though.
That might be the worst form of international diplomacy we could think of, is sending Timber to the moon.
So I can't even go on Disney roller coasters, so I'm not sure I'm ready for a moonshot.
So, Quincy, the question is, did you decorate your room just for this show?
So here, okay. And here's the funny thing. Last time I was on a phone call with Timber, I had an Iowa Hawkeye flag up on the wall.
He did.
I remember that. And about 10 minutes before I joined, I'm like, oh my goodness, the Iowa Hawkeye flag is still up there. Now, my room does have other Purdue things, but I did have to move them into the camera view and take the Iowa flag down because I don't want to get heckled again by him.
That's right. I forgot. It wasn't just me. It was some of your Purdue fellow students too.
Yeah, you're the president. You're the new president, and he's not even repping.
All right.
Well,
So here's some real. You'll see this is like investigative journalism. Okay. So I love this, Quincy, and we love everything about college pickleball and everything you're doing. How did you become president, and what made you want to be the president of Purdue University's pickleball club?
So that's actually a crazy story because when I joined, I never thought I would be the president. I mean, I joined the club as a freshman because I played tennis in high school. My brother got me into pickleball, and I wanted to be on the team. I didn't want to play club tennis because I'd always heard they're just way too good. And I thought maybe I can find my people, playing pickleball. And then after the first semester, our advisor, shout out Dr. Linus, he asked me, he said, do you want to apply for an exec board position? So I applied for the events team, and I started working on some events, and I really liked being involved in everything. And then I believe last semester, it would have been the fall of this year, Matthew, who was the president, was looking for a VP. And he asked me, he said, would you like to hop in the role? I said, sure. Kind of not expecting that it'd go any further than that. I was like, this is as high as I'll rise, and then we'll let somebody else do it. And then he gives me a text right before Christmas and says, hey, I got a job. I need somebody to take over my role. So here I am. Didn't expect to be here, but now that I'm here, I'm so glad that I'm doing this, and looking forward to next semester. We have so much amazing things planned. Construction of all the new courts, the events that we're going to host are just going to be awesome. College tournaments, local events, things just for Purdue students. So a lot of bright things on the horizon.
So I'm going to ask some questions about the club because I've kind of watched you guys since the beginning, and it's been just a fun ride. But the first real question I had is based on something you just said. So if you were worried about joining club tennis because pretty high quality of play, so you were looking at some place where you could come in and play right away, why didn't you just join the football team?
Well, I don't know how I look on camera, but I'm definitely not built like a football player.
But again, it's the Purdue football team.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's a sneaky Cinderella run kicker for sure.
I could be a kicker, maybe. But pickleball is so nice because you can be any level and just start playing. You can go out. It could be a 90-year-old playing with a 20-year-old in the prime of their life, and everyone's having fun. So I saw my brother played pickleball, and he had so much fun traveling. I mean, who gets to travel to all these different cities? You can go to Atlanta in February if you want, with a bunch of your friends. So that's what's so great about pickleball and the state that it's in right now is unlike, the Purdue basketball team where I might have to be 7 feet tall, dunking on people, dunking on the Indiana Hoosiers. I can be myself who just has, a decent hand-eye coordination and make the team and travel. But that's not to say that the level of quality of play of pickleball is low. It's absolutely insane. And college pickleball is just taking off. I mean, in 5 years, I think everybody is going to have a 6-0 on their team.
So kind of the story that I love, probably just a little bit before your time, Purdue didn't have enough for a team at the first APP Nationals in Indianapolis a few years ago, but a couple of side tournament players came. Might have been Caleb. I don't remember exactly who it was. It wasn't Caleb. Might have been Sebi. But I saw their Purdue stuff, so I went over to talk to them a little bit and say hi. And they went from those two guys just going back to campus and saying, this is fun, to I brag on you guys all the time. And that's hard for a Hoosier to do, but I brag on you guys all the time. I would argue that you guys, if not the best, one of the best clubs, and you're pretty well student driven. I mean, you got Linus doing stuff for you, although you need to hire Linus because he's a tech genius. So we need the podcast to hire him. But just you guys went from these two interested guys, because more than most teams, including mine, the social aspect to you guys is really, really impressive. And the amount of stuff, I was just looking at your Instagram post where you highlighted the seniors. I was just doing that. And why is it that most, better than most schools, you guys have built this real community? How's that happen?
I mean, I will start out by saying Purdue club sports as a whole, the staff, the pro staff does a really good job of encouraging every club to just be a big family and get to know each other. But I think because of how kind of recently we were founded, CJ, I don't know if you know CJ and Caleb and Sebi, they were some of the originals. And when they founded the club, like you said, it was nothing. They brought everybody together. They were at every open practice. They were running tryouts. I remember when I showed up to tryouts the first time, there weren't even pickleball courts. They literally taped every single court out. It must have taken 3 hours. They just put so much effort into building this club that people like me saw it and were encouraged to just hang out with them, play with them. And I think everybody on the team is just so willing to reach out to somebody that they might not know. And I'm going to use Sam Rising as an example. You probably know him, Big Red. It seems like every day he's in the group chat asking somebody to come and play with him. He goes, "I'll pick you up. I'll take you back home. Let's go play some pickleball." So I think
Sam was one of those OG guys at that tournament. Sam was one of the OGs. But again, for me, I come out of rec sports. I'm a rec guy, and just the community you guys have built and the stuff that has nothing to do with pickleball. I mean, I'm constantly getting pictures from these guys at parties, and just hanging out. And so the social aspect, I don't know that there's another school that does that as well as you guys do.
Yeah, I mean, it's so fun being a part of it. Hopefully next year we might get nominated or win the Jacob Smith Award. But I was a little disappointed not seeing us up there. But maybe with the new courts, we're going to be hopefully on there next year.
Lucky for you.
How many courts do you guys have?
Oh, hey, Carter Maris must have heard that I was blowing up Purdue and saying I wish IU was like that, because now he's calling me. What's kind of, you guys are losing a big chunk of seniors. You're losing some pickleball talent, but you're also losing kind of the heart and soul of the beginning of that club. How are you going to deal with that?
Yeah, no, I've been thinking a lot about that. I mean, it was nice at the end of last year not having 12 seniors or however many we have leaving, but I think right now, we have a good group of people who are not seniors, the club's not going anywhere. We're still going to be, one big family. And I think we're going to really hammer on tryouts, and getting people to like the general club practices, get, the faces who are on our social media all the time, like at these tournaments, get them playing with people who are new to the game or are improving. Because when that happens, the people who might not improve or who didn't have the chance to play with like a Caleb, but they're going to want to keep playing. So we're going to really hammer that. We're going to make sure everyone on our team is at these general club events, volunteering, playing in, and hopefully, year after year, this is just going to stay such a great club.
Well, another thing that you guys have that most schools don't is your rec crew, like the people that do rec sports on campus, the professionals. Most of them are pickleball guys. And so that's an advantage most schools don't have. But how have they supported you? Obviously, they're building courts. That's a good way to support you. But what kind of support do you get from your professional staff?
No, yeah, like you said, so many of our professional staff, including like the director of our rec, they love the game. So when we come to them and maybe ask for a favor, they're pretty willing to help us out if we need court space or if we want to book some time for an event, special if we want to have a meeting in a conference room. They're just really accommodating with us. And I think in the future, as we do these new courts, it's going to be really nice hosting these events, and they're going to be able to do like a Purdue University times Purdue Pickleball Club, kind of like combined on an event. And that's going to help both the student body and our club as a whole.
I know.
You got any questions for him, David?
David's been itching it.
I'm just like, is this what you guys experience when I'm doing interviews? Like, just sitting there watching? Like, is this what it's like?
Yeah.
Holy hell! So,
but you ask better questions than I do. So,
no, I love that, Timber. I love that. I was getting ready for you to rap. I was like, all right, cool. Quincy, you went from vice president to president. Okay. Talk about what the heck is the difference between the president and the vice president?
Yeah. So when I was vice president, I was doing a lot of just running the event. So if we wanted to host like a Halloween event, Matthew would tell me, hey, can you help, by the way, we had this 12-foot skeleton, but that's aside from the point.
No, we're getting there. We'll get there.
Yeah. So it's just a lot of kind of the dirty work. But I'm looking to change that for next semester. So next semester, we're looking to bring back singles and doubles leagues. We're looking to increase like our volunteering kind of fundraising aspect. So I'm going to put that onto the vice president. They're going to run the leagues. They're going to run the volunteering. And then they're going to be the ones who, at the end of the day, kind of make sure all the events are planned out. So, and then the president, I kind of focus a lot on making sure our, not paperwork, but our forms are all turned in for equipment grants, our reports, making sure our purchases get properly refunded. So I do a little bit more of like the logistical things, but the vice president is going to have a fun role next year. I'm excited for that. So
that's pretty cool. Good. Yeah, that's a great answer. UNF. I hope you guys are watching this. So, one of the things that, I love that this is student driven, that everybody gets to be a part of the process. But what's something in college pickleball that is frustrating you right now where you're like, man, if we could just figure out how to fix this, it would accelerate it and get us going up to just to the moon?
Yeah. I mean, one of the things is that's always kind of confused me. And I know they're starting to work on it right now. So maybe this isn't the best answer, but like the eligibility rules, because I know some people who are like, I don't know, 30 or something, and they're in like their 6th year. Obviously, I think they're working on that. So I don't think that's going to be too big of an issue in the future.
That's okay. Like, don't hate on the 30-year-olds, man. Don't hate on old people.
That's true. There might need to be like definitely not saying pickleball should be NCAA sport. I know you guys don't think so. I don't think
Jesus,
so.
Don't get tab wound up. I can't deal with it right now.
We're not going to go that direction.
Please don't. So, all right, eligibility rules, right? Are you who in your organization on the executive committee, who decides what tournaments are going to get played?
Okay. So yeah, we have, thankfully, I'm not the one who does all that. We have a very good logistical team, and each of them puts in more work than I do. I mean, so this past year it was like Caleb, Drew, Zach, and then some others who, are getting more and more involved. And then for next year as well, they're running all of the, here's the tournaments we're going to, here's who's going, here's the doubles partners, which is almost the hardest part, assigning teams. And they at the end of the semester, they do all the, here's how much everyone owes from their tournaments. And it's a lot of work that thankfully I don't have to do, but it's definitely work that needs to be done. So if you're out there and you're like, I want to, start a college pickleball team, definitely make sure you understand that there's going to be a lot of logistics that go into things, and be prepared to spend a lot of hours on video calls with your exec board working that out.
Well, and I'm gonna ask this quick one. What year are you in?
I'm a sophomore.
You're a sophomore, right? So you're going into your junior year. So you've had 2 years of college pickleball experience.
Yes.
Do you think it's a good thing right now that we have 3 different tours with some of the different things to be able to experiment, or do you think that it would be easier on colleges if it was 1, maybe 2 tours?
Well, my experience as someone who loves, cheering on our team, I think the more the merrier. Maybe not like 7 tours, but I think 3 tours is honestly a good number where it's at right now. I mean, 3 national events that they each kind of have, I'm pretty sure they all have somewhat different formats of at least scoring and how you qualify and dream breakers or whatnot. But I would love to see, I don't know. I think I would love to see maybe one that kind of grows and becomes like the biggest, which I think we're kind of seeing right now with like the nationals. I believe that one is kind of growing to be the biggest, and I think that one's a really cool event. So,
and then
that's the OG.
Were you at the nationals?
Yeah.
So I was not at the nationals. I had an exam that I had to study for, and it was on Monday, and I don't know if I would have gotten back in time, but next year
you would have got back. You might not have been able to. Been in the best of shape, but hey, I've taken exams in worse shape. So I love your journey on the club side of it. You obviously have some competitiveness in there. But what has college pickleball meant to you on your college experience to be able to either make friends, socialize? I love asking that about the college kids. What has it been like for your college experience?
No, it's been awesome. I mean, I've met all these upperclassmen who invite me to their parties, which is pretty cool. And we hang out with each other. That's awesome. We play pickleball together. I mean, it's all you can ask for, and keeps me in shape. Keeps me having a goal to work for every time I get out there. So yeah.
That's awesome.
So I was just going to say, my question was, we are in a different time of college sports with transfer portals and things like that. I mean, when I was a kid, Indiana basketball team, I grew up with those guys. A lot of them would be here 5 years because of redshirting, and that just doesn't happen anymore. But we really haven't seen that in pickleball till now. I'm curious how you feel about Purdue player Tori Burke entering the transfer portal and playing for IU next year.
Well, thankfully she was the one who I'll just say she texted me today, asked me if I think she gave me your number. So I want to thank Tori for putting me on to this. But I think we're gonna find out how unfortunate the transfer portal is if you lose a player, because she's pretty good and it's not gonna be fun playing against her.
For the listener, if you could beat one team, if there was one team that you just if you lost every single match except for this one match, what would be the team that you would want to beat? I mean, besides IU.
Besides IU, I would love to beat my little brother playing for the University of Iowa. I think if we played like a full team match, I've played him in singles. I've never played him in like a Purdue versus Iowa doubles match. Over the summer, we play a lot, but I think it'd be really fun to play him.
Does he play on the college team?
He does.
So who normally
there was some bad blood last year?
Well, yeah. So we played in, I think it was October, in singles in a singles event for an NCPA, and I did beat him 11-3. But I will say he was pretty rusty. He was a much better tennis player than I ever was. So when we play singles, it's like I really got to push to beat him. I'm probably 60-40 playing him, but in doubles, it's really fun to play against him. We try a lot of fun shots, and yeah.
I mean, I remember that as you develop as a college, now professional, right, on the EC, that we work better on the trash talking. But that was pretty good. Like, I'm pumped. We should have your brother on the next show and let him see what he says.
You guys should get him on. Another thing is I'm taking a final tonight, microeconomics. He took it last semester. If he does better than me, I'll never hear the end of it. So I just want to get that one out there.
Your family competes on microeconomic tests?
we compete on everything. That's in our blood. So
that's micro easy peasy.
Can you see him throwing down his test score? He comes back with a great test score. He throws it down in his brother's face and is just like, suck it. So let's go.
Well, he texted me today. He said no pressure, but I got like a 99 on the final. So I got big shoes to fill. So
yeah, bro, you maybe should.
But that was in Iowa. That wasn't at a school like Purdue, a high academic school like Purdue. Totally different thing.
Do they even wear shoes in Iowa? I don't know.
They don't.
Just corn
Yeah.
husks.
They go barefoot
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Like microeconomics is really finger painting, right?
Yeah. I think they wear boots and cowboy hats to class. So
Yeah. You can't take them serious. All right, Quincy, any final thoughts you want to give us here on college pickleball, Purdue, a shout out, a trash talk, your moment to shine? You could ask us a question, whatever you want here. Give us what you got.
Well, I'll come up with a question for you guys, but I just want to shout out a couple people I wrote down, actually. So
Let's go.
Sebi, Caleb, and CJ,
Yeah.
and also Katie. I mean, there's countless other people. They're the whole reason Purdue has a pickleball club, and the reason that it's as big as it is today. So, I mean, I just want to shout them out for creating a group that has meant so much to everybody. And they're graduating or graduated now. So I'm looking forward to see what they do in the future. And if you guys are listening, definitely come back, come to some tournaments and say hi to us. But yeah, my question for Timber is when we play pickleball on the moon, if you could play anybody, who are you going to play?
Play with or play against?
Well, I guess that's a good question. You're doing doubles on the moon. Who's your partner and who are your opponents?
Well, so I think we've established that I was never a good pickleball player, and I'm getting worse. But I've been playing a little bit with Carter Maris, and I like playing with Carter because I don't have to move. I can just stand on the right side and put my right foot on the out of bounds line and never move, and we always win. So I really like that. And if I'm playing against, gosh, who would I want to? If I'm playing with Carter, who do I want to beat? I think it's going to be for sure Tab. Let's just make it Tab and Martin. Me and Carter could take Tab and Martin.
That'd actually be a great match.
It actually would be fun because Quincy, you're looking at my dream partner. Like anytime we go off, I play with Martin. We've beaten senior pros.
We've beaten some really good 3-0s.
We've beaten MLP pros.
Do you guys stack? Is there someone who likes to play left?
No. We don't need to, but sometimes.
No, we don't stack because I'm not running that far.
The unwind?
Yeah. I'm the same way. I'm a lefty, and I hate being a lefty because I'm like, oh crap, they're going to want me to run across the court.
We'll play rally scoring, so we're good.
Mm-hmm. There you go. But let me just, and I've said this before to anybody that'll listen, but I really do want to continue to shout out my love of college pickleball has a lot to do with the kind of relationships you build. And I grew up, I grew up learning reading, writing, arithmetic, and to hate Purdue. I'm from Southern Indiana. That's what you do. We hate Purdue. But just getting to know the Purdue team and some of my team gets mad at me. They're like, why are you hanging out with the Purdue team? I'm like, well, I like them. So, but I get invited to parties, and it's this great, and pickleball is like this across the board. Michigan and Ohio State get along, and so I just really want to point out what a great program these guys run, the quality people that have been involved with it this entire time. And that's one of the reasons I reached out to Purdue today and said, hey, who on your team can come talk to us? And so I talked to Sebi and those guys. Yeah, well, I talked to Sebi and those guys, and they said, well, why don't you get Tori? They said, why don't you get Tori? And I was like, well, if we get Tori, it's going to be a 9-hour broadcast.
Yeah, so that'll take all night.
Yeah. Right. So Tori said, well, let's get Quincy. He's the new president. I was like, perfect. So we really appreciate you coming on, and we really appreciate what Purdue's doing for pickleball.
No, well, I'm so glad you guys gave me the opportunity to come on here. I always see the Instagram posts, and I think, gosh, these are hilarious. So I'd love to see what type of clips we get from this one. Maybe Timber on the moon or beating up some 3-0s. But, Tab, Marty, Timber, thank you guys for having me.
Thank you so much.
See you, man. Great job.
Awesome
See you soon, Quincy.
Good luck on your
Have a good one, guys.
You got this. Oh, there it is.
Just another home run of an interview, guys. We keep picking good ones.
Great job, Timber.
Woo! That's
That was fun, man.
What they don't tell you. Wait, let's preface this. What they don't tell you is that Timber had another guest and gave her the completely wrong date. So he scrambled for Quincy. But great pull, Timber.
Well,
yeah,
Addie will be on next week. Addie will be on next week, and she was like, "Hey, I've got a final. I can't come." And I'm like, "You can blow off the final." And she said, "Well, I am pre-med." I was like, "Blow it off. Let's go. This is important." So, but she'll be with us next week.
I'm impressed with the both of you guys because Timber, you took control of that interview. I was just sitting there watching. I don't know how you guys deal with it with me, but like, how about the fact that we already have a guest for next week? Like that. Martin, great job, right? Both you guys, we're getting there. It's starting to become like a real thing.
We
got an announcement, right? We have a date for the Pickleball U college pickleball event.
Mark your calendars, October 3rd and 4th in Florida. So it will be a Florida event. That's where we're from. Pickleball Club at Lakewood Ranch. We'll have the registration up soon. But October 3rd and 4th, some nice little reps before Worlds. Be there or be square.
Come down. We got DJs, radar guns. We might have some dodgeball going off.
We're going to have some dodgeball.
Dodgeball for sure. There's like, there's not an ice plunge. It's got like a cold bath.
We have kegs. No, I'm kidding.
Well, we might have adult beverages, but we'll definitely it'll be college centric, which means that Tim and I will be having a blast for absolutely the wrong reasons. Because
wait, say more about that.
For that stuff.
Okay.
But it's going to be great, and we'll broadcast it, and we'll have all kinds of fun stuff, and then we're going to take the road show into Worlds, man. The road show got asked to go to Worlds, so
I got dibs on holding up Timber on the keg. I think that'd be the funniest thing I've ever done in my life.
Great. Wait, we could just Utah Tech it and fill the whole thing full of Kool-Aid.
Oh, that's a good that you brought them up. Utah Tech, we mentioned them last spot. They officially made it to China. They are currently there right now. They are competing for the United States and for some global friendly against China.
What?
Dude, were you? Yeah, you were on the episode when we talked about that. Yeah, since they won Worlds.
But I didn't know what they were competing for.
It's just a global friendly. Just for
it's like when we went to China in the early 70s. It's ping pong. What do they call that?
So we said Utah
diplomacy.
Tech.
They won Worlds, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's why they're there.
Yeah, so they're chilling out there. That's awesome that they were able to go. It's crazy what the options at college pickleball give you. I mean, Timber's taking 4 kids to Taiwan. This is
Timber.
Thailand.
I put a challenge out to Timber. We're going to see if he's going to do it. I hope he does. When do you go out there?
End of July.
Oh yeah, perfect. End of July, we have a challenge out there for Timber and the college kids because it's a college event, right? On a college campus.
Right.
Should be interesting.
It's going to be lit.
So yeah, I have a couple of things before we get out of here. The first one is Jack Monroe has gone dark on me. He told me he'd be back in town by now, and there is a T-shirt waiting for him at his apartment. And I texted him earlier today, but haven't heard from him yet.
He's in Puerto Rico.
But he said he'd be back by now.
Maybe he was taking Spirit.
You think Jack's stranded in Puerto Rico?
Not a bad place to be. I mean,
no kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, the second thing I have is this is some homework for our teams out there. We were talking about this earlier on a text, and we like all these for football and basketball. As soon as the season's over, they always have a way too early ranking, and so what we want to do is we want to have our way too early ranking, but part of the problem is like even if you look at the Duper, if you look at the CPT rankings, they just use all the eligible players they know of. So for example, I think Indiana's ranked 3rd right now. largely on the fact that Mev's still on the team and she hasn't played in a couple of years. So what I would love for you guys to do is send us, either just text this or put it in Instagram, whatever. Who do you think are your top 2 guys and top 2 girls returning next year? Give us their names, and if you really want extra credit, give us their duper numbers so we can look them up. And we're gonna sit down with some other folks, and we're gonna come up with our way too early top 15 or top 25 list or something. But you guys got to help because we don't know who's going to play next year.
Or else we'll make shit up.
Yeah.
We do that. We make stuff up.
Well, and if you know you've got a big stud coming in next year as a freshman, if you got some girl coming in that's a great player, add her. But we want you to clear the list of like Caleb from Purdue can't be on it because he won't be there next year.
Or just DM me personally with the picks. That way I have insider trading and I will split whatever I win by winning the next year's Pick'em League. I'll split it with you.
So send us your top 4 players. I mean, at Indiana, it's easy because our top 4 last year were all freshmen and sophomores. So, and that's kind of true of FAU as well, unfortunately. That's
so scary.
Yeah. And I talked to FAU the other day. So
like he brought it up and I was like, oh, but I'm kind of looking forward to this to see what happens. Like an early top 20.
Yeah,
is
on a sneaky team. Yeah.
Give us something to talk about too.
I got a team practice. Follow the All Florida Pro League. Stop number 1 on the YouTube channel where you just watched this. Are we on Spotify yet?
We're on Spotify. Continue your things, and I'll finish this off.
And watch me play fantasy pickleball, baby. The PB Pro Leagues. Sign up for fantasy pickleball. Pick me. I should make it through the entire round robin. Pick your pros. Don't pick your nose. And I definitely appreciate everybody tuning in to everything that we're doing here, man. Super humbling.
Absolutely love it. We'll add the link to Fantasy Pickleball. If you've never played, super easy. You just pick 2 guys, 2 girls, and a team. And there are prizes, all free to play. Shout out 1-800-AskDave.com. That's the homie.
He was just walking past. I tried to get him in here. He wouldn't come in.
Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope to see you next week. Bye.
Later.
See ya.